So with this website, the client did not give me any products. He had no website ready. He had no collections, no material for me to work off of. I had to go in and completely make his website based off of what he told me he wanted to do in terms of drop shipping. He told me he wanted to create a website where people can work out from home, and he said he wanted to include items such as dumbbells, bench presses, resistance bands, and other accessories related to working out at home. And that's all the information I got from him. So I went ahead and just got started and created a website from the ground up. So we can see here what the original website looks like after I made it, because before this there was actually no website at all. So I created a banner over here where it says on sale now, free shipping on all orders over $50. I just made that up just to sort of give him an idea of what he can write there. You see this menu over here with the phone number and all these different menus that I also created out of nothing. A search bar, his cart over there. All of these things I just made up on the spot. All these product categories that I made up. I had basically nothing to go off of, so I sort of just created it based off what I would think he's going to add in the future. I even added a section for a free home workout guide. I figured that'd be a good idea for him. Above, below that, actually, over here, you see some sort of like motivational text over here. I think that would be good for him to add along with his free workout guide again. Then finally, I get into his products with his collection list. He might want to rename this from collection list to something else a little bit more catchy, but I included accessories, bench press, free weights, and resistance training. He can obviously add more categories, rename the categories, or just adjust them however he feels. But again, I went off of almost no information and sort of had to guess what he wants on the website. So this is what I came up with. I made sure all the images were similar, white background, um, clear and concise. When you hover over it, you see the different effects that come up. Over here, I added featured products, so I made him all four blender bottles just so that he can kind of get an idea of what he can maybe do with that space. I figured a cheap accessory over here would be nice because it could be sold quite often. It's right there on the front page, in your face, looks nice. It's very consistent seeing one, two, three, four similar products, yet they're all different. Like this one's metallic, this one's more of like a female type of look. This one's a nice clean white color. This one's another themed, Superman logo. Obviously, all of these products he won't have available to drop ship because these are branded products not available on AliExpress. But again, it's sort of to give him an idea of what he can add there. Then I also created a blog post for him. I figured if he's going to create a workout website, he definitely needs to have a blog in there. So I gave him this idea where he can add four blog posts in the beginning, one for pre-workouts, one for diet supplements, one for healthy home diets, and another for obviously home workout guide. Um, so yeah, you can click on those and it'll lead to a blank blog right now, but you can obviously go in there and add some information there. Over here, I added one testimonial. You can obviously have more that scroll through. I sort of just made that testimonial up. You can obviously update it however he wants. And then finally, a subscribe section. This usually doesn't do very well. However, I definitely need to keep it in the website anyways so that he has an idea that he needs to start collecting emails. The background, I'm not very satisfied with it, but I really had nothing to work off of, and I was trying to find an image of like a home gym. This is obviously a little zoomed in, but you can see it's like some sort of elliptical here and a bench press in the background there, and it's inside of somebody's home. But it does not, since there's so much like different colors and so much noise in this picture, you can't really read the text here too well. Again, if I had more material to go off of, I would definitely be able to make this look a lot cleaner and a lot better, more readable. But again, I had nothing to go off of, so I just quickly added a stock image I found on Google. And finally, in the bottom, you see the footer menu. Let me just go back. footer menu, I had I don't, again, nothing to work off of, but search bar, I would add some stuff such as his main menu up here, his catalog or something, shipping and returns and contact information over here. I would rename it from footer menu to, you know, something a little bit more concise. Again, two more menus here. The last menu I would definitely do for like legal policies and all that. And the middle menu could be like an about us type of thing, like, hey, I had a problem where the gym always closed too early. Every time I came home from work, I was too tired and this and that. So I figured I wanted to create a website where I wanted to create a business where people can start working out from home, and this is it. Something like that would be nice in the middle. Bottom, it says all that technical info, and then the payment methods that the website can accept. Um, I actually know how to delete the powered by Shopify and designed by out of the sandbox text, um, but I was in kind of a hurry for this one, so I just left it in there. It's not even a big deal if you do, but it is nice to remove it if you can. Okay, now it's been about 2 or 3 days since I've created that website for him. The initial website that I created, he loved, but obviously it was just sort of like a skeleton of a website, and he needed to add that missing information, those missing products, and all those descriptions that I mentioned earlier. He did go ahead and do that. I don't know if he's completely finished yet, but we're going to go over the current changes he made within about 2 days, and we'll go over all that right now. So I'm going to refresh this page, and I think he has that pop-up subscription letter. There it is. So he added this one image that I didn't use for the final website, but he found it and he added that in there. It looks nice and clean. I would maybe add a little bit more to this if you have any Photoshop skills. Just add like some sort of like training equipment at home or something on top of this. This white background, he should probably update it to maybe a black or something. It doesn't really fit in with the theme, but it's good to have this pop up subscription notification instead of that subscription bar that I had earlier on the bottom of the website. So he went ahead and added that in there. So now he can collect email addresses from customers visiting his website. He did change the background image to something he liked a little bit better. That's totally fine. Um, he added these to the top bar. He kept the rest of it somewhat similar, but you can see that there's no drop down menu anymore. He wants them open up here instead, which is totally fine. Looks good this way, anyways. He added some custom text. Shop now button. Let's see what happens when you click it. Yep, goes to all of his products. You can see he added products now. So now he has a store where he can start selling from. It does look like he needs to maybe update a few of the prices, or maybe these are the prices that he wants. Um, I definitely think you can charge a little bit more than $5.99 for like a fitness ball. So maybe he's not done adding or updating the products completely yet. But we'll go back now and review the rest of his homepage. He did add some more unique text. Obviously, he added some custom text that he wants on there. He changed the products to something that he's actually selling now. So he has 4 of these products over here, and I think you can scroll and view more products, which is good. And that way you have some instant products for a customer to view and buy. Added some more custom images here, just 2 of them. Looks good though. I would say that maybe add some more words down here. It's just, homebound fitness accessories from bands to yoga balls. Click here. So that's a little bit too short and too pushy on a customer. Nobody's really going to be too enticed to click it, honestly. But that comes with time. You got to learn what to sort of write for your copies there. He added some clothing. That's really good. Fitness related clothing here. You do need maybe some Photoshop skills to cut these images and make them all the same dimensions. Otherwise, it looks a little bit messy. And it's a little inconsistent, obviously, with like some more fashionable items here. yet very plain and basic t-shirts up front. But his store is not finished. He's not done with all of his work yet. But we're just going over and reviewing it as if it might be finished, just to give some more sort of tips. Maybe erase some of these watermarks on the images as well. And over here he has more gym equipment over here. Again, you can scroll through these. Looks like there's some repeated images. It's fine, he's still working on it. He has the collections over here again, free weights, resistance bands, and all that. So let's just click on a random one. And he does have products in this collection, a good number of them. It's not too much, not too little. I'm gonna go back, and he did delete that messy image over here that was over here previously. He added the carbon fiber background instead. It looks a lot cleaner this way. A lot more easy to read this as well. And the quick links are all cleaned up a bit. And overall, it looks good. It's really nice to see somebody who takes that skeleton and actually puts some meat and flesh on those bones and sort of builds the website from what I gave him. Obviously I didn't have much to work on, but then he took it and went with it. If in the future I do get clients that have products and collections already created, that gives me a lot more to work with, and I can obviously improve upon even what is already in this website. So like I would edit some images and make them look a lot more consistent, such as this one. It doesn't have the same look and feel as these do on the top here. Same with this one. Maybe I would edit that and make it a little bit more consistent with the rest. This image here and this image here, it's too much text, looks too spammy. I when you're buying something for $160, $300, you want something a little bit more enticing than a bunch of text up here and typical images that are not too enticing there. But again, it's still being built. Let's go to the clothing section here. He has a good number of clothes, men's and women. And then the free weight section, looks like he added about 5 products here. Definitely want more than that for the free weights, but that's a good product right there. Water dumbbell. Let's see, accessories, I didn't click that yet. So he has some pull-up bars, weight scale, support belt, blender bottles. I would definitely add more blender bottles. I think that's an easy sell. You can add a lot of variety to your website with those. Gym equipment. I'd add a little bit more like specificity under here. If maybe make this a menu instead and have it drop down so that it has gym equipment dropping down to bench press and pull up and other gym related like chest press and different gym related equipment. But overall looks good. Home button works still. So they did edit all these things properly without, disabling any links. Contact pages up and running now too. So overall, it looks good, and it's nice to see somebody utilize the skeleton website that I gave them. And I do also do websites beyond just creating a skeleton. If you have products and collections already created, I can go in and build a full website ready to launch as well as just building the skeleton. So that's that.